What is up guys, Yajji here. Today, I'm going to be talking about 5 heroes that you can carry with in almost all the ranks. I'll be listing why they work, their strengths, and their weaknesses. So without further ado, let's get started. At number 5, Zenyatta. Ideally, you'd be playing Zenyatta instead of Lucio in a team comp. A support that can deal damage as much as Zen does at the lower ranks is especially useful. Not only that, but he can also add 30% more damage on a given target. He also has burst capabilities and can 1v1 if your aim is decent enough. His AoE healing isn't the greatest, but when it comes to his ultimate, it's probably the best AoE heal you can have. You can save your team from Gravitons, Reinhardt Shatters, and a bunch of other ults that don't do any burst damage. So you might be asking, why pick Zen instead of Lucio? Here's the thing, at the lower ranks, it's easier to have an impact as Zen. As Lucio, you rely more on your team to make the plays by passively being around them. With Zen, you can deal a lot of damage while saving your team from Soldier, Genji, Zarya ults like I was talking about earlier. You're also able to have more of a direct impact on the game, since you're able to deal damage on your own and you don't have to completely rely on your teammates to punish enemy team mistakes and take matters into your own hands. Overall though, Zen has the potential to carry you all the way from bronze to diamond. After that though, Lucio begins to take priority over Zen. And coming up at number 4 is Farah. Farah's potential to carry at lower ranks is extremely high, and it's simply because only hit scan heroes can reliably deal with her. And a lot of players at the lower ranks don't have reliable enough aim to complete that task. This coupled with the fact that damage fall off starts to kick in for Soldier and McCree at a certain distance. All you need to do is either play from afar and bombard the enemy team until you get a pick, or you could play more of a flank tap Farah. This does come with its own risks, but can pay off if you have reliable enough aim. She also has the potential to pick off enemies with her concussion blast, either by dropping them off of the map or repositioning them in a favorable position for your team to pick them off. She does extremely well on a couple of maps such as Eichenwald and Oasis, due to the cover the maps provide, as well as the flank routes she can make use of. Her ultimate can be used to get 6 kills or 1 or 2 kills. The problem here is that her ultimate leaves her extremely vulnerable to be CC'd or shot down. So instead of going for a play of the game ultimate, you should go for important targets such as Reinhardt and Ana's. Coming up at number 3 is Mei. Mei actually has pretty good carry potential even at the high ranks. At the lower ranks, it's even easier since people don't really know how to deal with a Mei. Mei's tanky, Mei has great 1v1 potential, and her ultimate is absolutely great for getting people off the point. Mei's job is to pick off enemies 1 by 1 or 2 by 2. She does this by using the wall to separate the enemy team and stopping their pushes. It's important to remember that your job as Mei isn't to do damage. Rather, it's to pick off enemy targets either by the wall or your left click. Her left click is great to 1v1 squishy targets. She has extremely strong point presence, and what I mean by that is that her ultimate can take up the whole point. She can also use her abilities to stall upwards of 20 seconds. The amount of games that I've won because of Mei's stall is absolutely crazy. All you have to do for this is back yourself up into a wall, put your E up, and wait for it to come down and then hit the ice block and continue that cycle over and over again. Mei is definitely hidden OP at the lower ranks. She's just hard to deal with and easy to play, once you get the hang of using her wall. Moving on to number 2, Roadhog. There is no hero in the game that has an easier time with making picks. Roadhog's ability to punish enemy team's positioning is absolutely insane. His 6-second hook allows you to attempt to make a pick every time it's up. All you have to do is finish off a target once you've hooked them, and you've effectively turned a 6v6 into a 5v6 in a matter of seconds. A well-played Roadhog can punish the enemy team due to poor positioning and awareness, which happens a lot of the time, especially with lower ranked players. Try flanking out and see how it works for you. If it's your style, keep on doing it and abuse the fact that the lower ranked players don't have the awareness they should when playing against the Roadhog. His heal ability also supports the flanking style since you can sustain yourself without a healer. Overall, Roadhog is the perfect hero to try and climb out of any rank with. Just make sure you land those hooks. And at number 1, we have Zarya, everyone's favorite Russian. Zarya takes the number 1 slot because I use her to climb up all the way to GM at one point. There's a lot to her, but once you get the basics down such as energy management and what to do with it, you'll be able to demolish enemy teams all on your own, and she's an absolute monster to deal with once you do. At high energy, her survivability increases because her damage increases, making it harder for the enemy to try and take you down. The higher you maintain your energy, the more damage you can do and the faster you get your ult as a result. Her ultimate is an absolute game changer on its own. A lot of the times, people at lower ranks just shoot at the Zarya shield, which is why she's the perfect hero to try and carry you out of the lower ranks. All you have to do is time your shields correctly. On top of all this, you can save your allies from their own mistakes with your bubbles. She just brings a lot of damage and a lot of utility to the team. Overall, Zarya is the number 1 carry hero, but definitely takes more skill to play and is worth learning if you really want to carry yourself out of the lower ranks, since people don't really understand her completely and they won't know how to deal with a full energy Zarya. I have a guide on my channel if you guys would like to learn more about her. Well, that's it for this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and sub for more content like this. And let me know if you guys have had any heroes that have carried you out of a certain rank that aren't listed on here. And as usual, I'll see you guys next time.